Tahnee watched Dorinda, her father's cook, squeeze the last of the Seville oranges and smiled her thanks as she placed the frosted glass in front of her. She was sitting in the shaded conservatory just off the vast kitchen where she'd often eaten as a child, and pondered how weird it felt to be living back at the mansion. "You need more than toast and melon." Dorinda, a Puerto Rican by birth and as round as a football, hovered over her like a mother hen. "Let me make you some eggs, yes? I do a wonderful Benedict, you remember?" "I do remember, and they were delicious, but I'm not very hungry, Dory." She smiled at the cook fondly, remembering childhood afternoons after school, spent in the kitchen helping Dorinda to make scones, rock cakes and flapjacks. "What time does Cordelia usually come down?" Dorinda shrugged elaborately and turned away, back towards her domain. Her silence spoke volumes, and as she left, Tahnee wondered if her volatile stepmother had somehow managed to get on the wrong side of the normally easygoing cook. Then she realized it was none of her business. Although she sometimes still felt guilty about leaving home so early, she couldn't bring herself to regret it. With a small sigh, she sipped the delicious orange juice and reached for the morning papers. News of her father's illness had hit the business section, and she was glad the company had no public stock to worry about. And she had confidence that her father's management team could run Sawyers until her father had fully recovered and felt able to take over the reins again, albeit working reduced hours. Dismissing thoughts of her father's business, she turned instead to thoughts of her own, and checked out the arts section, reading about the latest sculpture exhibition to hit town. She'd have to go, of course. Sculpture at the Spindlewood Tree was still woefully underrepresented, and she'd promised Miriam, the woman who worked full-time there, that she'd redress the balance. And there was a young artist living in Dade County that she had her eye on, and if she was exhibiting at this latest show, Tahnee wanted to check her out. Her breakfast finished, Tahnee left the table and wandered restlessly into the music room. She was not particularly musical herself, but had taken piano lessons as a child, and suddenly swamped with feelings of nostalgia, sat down at the grand piano and picked out a half-remembered classical tune.